With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No touchdown.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No touchdown.
They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
63.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
This is caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
14. Eagles, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts 19-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up second and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from that position so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Great, check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second down, back to Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's caught by Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Fights through him. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down again at their own 22-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
We came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only two players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
On second down, here's Murray. That's down the field to Moss, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Murray now on first down. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, 30 yards. And the 49ers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field. And the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already